how have you heard people talk about faith? Maybe someone said they did something on blind faith or took a leap of faith. That makes it sound like faith is just believing in something for no real reason, right? But the faith that Jesus talks about, the faith we see in the Bible, it's something completely different. See, faith is about trusting in something you can't see because of something you can see. We can have faith in God not because we can see Him right now with our eyes, but because we can see what God has done. We can see that when Jesus died, rose again, and returned to heaven, there were only a few hundred believers. But now, almost 2,000 years later, more than 2 billion people follow Jesus. We can see the incredible, intricate way that God created everything, from a single leaf to the way our planet is perfectly placed to keep us alive. Scientists say there's less than 1 in 1 quintillion chance of that happening. And we can see the way that people's lives have been changed by meeting Jesus. People like Paul, who hated believers, but became a passionate force for faith after he met Jesus. People like your family or friends, or even you. When God gives you peace on a tough test, or helps you be patient with your little sister. When you keep your eyes open, you can discover so many reasons for faith in God. And when you begin to trust in what you can't see, because of what you can see, God can work through you to change the world around you. That's why living out faith is an amazing way to worship God with your life. Because worship is about more than just singing loud. It's all about living loud.
I won't let you get away with this, Lord Nefarious.
You'll never defeat me, super guy.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Welcome to Story Lab. This week, we're taking a look at the story of someone who was chosen to be a part of the most epic plan for good this world has ever seen.
That's what you think, super guy.
Hey, I'm Carter.
And I'm Zeke.
We're talking about ways we can see God at work in history.
And how we can see God at work right now.
Because God is greater than any superhero ever.
Yeah, it's like God has got every single superpower ever.
Well, my super guy has the power to send your Lord Nefarious into space.
Oh, it won't be me going to space, super guy. It will be you.
Actually, I do know how we can send Lord Nefarious up into the stars. Or at least up.
Oh, only if we send up Super Guy too.
Fine.
Let's make it.
Today, we're creating film canister rockets.
To Mars!
Now, these are actually super easy. Step 1, find some empty film canisters.
Film, a relic from long, long ago.
Yeah. Hardly anyone uses film anymore. But it is easy to get the empty canisters online.
Step 2?
Before that, if you like, tie a passenger to your rocket.
It ends here, super guy.
Great, now step 2, fill up your canister about 1/3 of the way with warm water. Now, step 3 and step 4 have to happen very quickly, so get ready.
Ready.
Now, take an effervescent tablet and drop it into the warm water.
Whoa, maybe we do this outside?
Oh yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Ready.
All right, next, take an effervescent tablet and place it in the warm water. Then immediately place the lid on the canister and place it on the table upside down.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yes.
To the moon!
Oh, that was so fast. Let's check it out again.
Yeah.
You know, we do have a lot of those film canisters lying around.
Oh yeah. And go.
Okay, first, come on. First one's on. Flip. Second one. Flip. Third one. Flip. Go! Woo! Yeah! Come on, yeah! Dude!
Okay, that was awesome.
Oh man, I love it when a plan comes together.
Speaking of plans, it's time for
The story before the story.
Today, we're in Genesis, the very first book in the Bible. In the beginning, God created the whole world and everything in it, including people.
We were made in the image of God to be friends with God.
But the first people chose to go their own way. When they turned from God, the world was broken.
And so was our friendship with God. Sin and darkness crept in.
For generations, only a few people still loved God.
But God never left us on our own. From the beginning, God had a plan to restore it all.
Which is where our story starts.
Take it away.
Hey everyone, I'm Brian. You may remember that God saved Noah and his family and an epic zoo through a huge flood, right? So after the flood, Noah's family grew quickly. Just as before, few people were friends with God. Most of them chose to go their own way. But through even the darkest times, God still had a plan. So God chose a man named Abram and his wife Sarai. Years before, they had started on a journey to the land of Canaan along with Abram's father and nephew, but they stopped in Haran on the way and ended up staying there. Now, even though Abram and Sarai gained many flocks and herds in Haran, their hearts ached because they had no children. But their story was just beginning. When Abram was 75 years old, God spoke to him.
Abram,
Who said that? I don't see. Lord?
go from your country, your people and your father's family. Go to the land I will show you.
Where is that?
I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great. You will be a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you. I will put a curse on anyone who puts a curse on you. All nations on earth will be blessed because of you.
And you can imagine this was a lot to process, right? The God of the entire universe had just spoken to Abram and laid out a plan to save the whole world. And it started with Abram and Sarai making a huge move into the unknown.
Just leave? Everything? Now?
Yep. And God said our family will become a great nation.
But we don't have any children. We don't have a big enough family for an upgraded tent, much less a nation.
In spite of all their questions, Abram and Sarai believed God. So they packed up everything that they owned and started out on an epic trip, along with Abram's nephew Lot and all of their flocks and herds. At long last, they arrived in the land of Canaan and camped near the tree of Moreh at Shechem. And here, God appeared to Abram.
I will give this land to your family who comes after you.
And encouraged by God's promise, Abram built an altar at Shechem to honor the one true God. Then Abram and Sarai traveled east and set up their tent near Bethel. Abram built another altar.
Thank you, God, for bringing us to this land.
God really told you all this will be ours?
He promised it will belong to our family who comes after us.
As in, children. Do you see these wrinkles, Abram? You know how old I am.
The years passed, and still Abram and Sarai had no child. Sometimes they trusted God, and sometimes they made unwise choices out of fear. But God remained faithful. Again, God appeared to Abram in a vision.
Abram, do not be afraid. I am like a shield to you. I am your very great reward.
Abram wanted to believe, but his heart was heavy.
Lord and King, what can you give me? I still don't have children. When I die, my servant Eliezer will get everything I own.
You will have a son of your own.
Then God took Abram outside. Overhead, brilliant stars wheeled like a vast ocean of light.
Look up at the sky. Count the stars if you can.
Abram threw back his head, and maybe he laughed. I mean, counting those stars would take a lifetime, many lifetimes.
That's how many children will be born into your family.
And you know what? In spite of all those long years, Abram chose to keep believing God. It's even recorded that Abram's faith made him right with God. Abram, later called Abraham, and Sarai, later called Sarah, didn't get everything right. But at long last, when Sarah was 90 and Abraham was 100 years old, God gave them their promised son.
His name is Isaac.
Abraham's family did become a great nation, the Israelites. Many hundreds of years later, another baby was born into Abraham's family, God's very own son, Jesus. And through Jesus, the entire world has been blessed, just as God promised. The end.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, Abraham and Sarah just packed up and moved like that.
It was a huge leap into the unknown for sure.
It'd be like if my dad told us to just throw all of our stuff into a moving van and we're just gonna drive till God tells us to stop.
So what's our part in the story?
Well, it is possible God might ask your family to make a big move sometime in the future, but God calls each one of us to take small steps of faith every day.
And faith is trusting in what you can't see because of what you can see.
We can't see God with our own eyes right now, but we can see all the things that God has done.
Like the way that God kept his promise with Abraham by giving him a son.
And how God kept his promise to bless everyone by sending Jesus.
That's exactly right. From the very beginning, when people turned away, God had a plan to restore us. Throughout God's story recorded in the Bible, we see how God has been working out that plan. And God has promised to make everything right in the end when Jesus returns.
But right now, things are messy. People get hurt.
We live in the middle of the story. But God can actually take even the hard things in our lives and make them beautiful. The Apostle Paul wrote, "We know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him."
So, even when things get difficult, you can always trust that God still has a plan.
Nothing can stop God's plan to bring good out of hard things and to make everything right in the end, even though you might have to wait a long time to see it.
Like Abraham and Sarah.
Yeah, I think you got it. See you next time.
So, here's the thing. You can trust that God has a plan.
Even when you have to start at a new school where you don't know anyone.
Even when you keep getting sick and missing school.
Even when you and your best friend get into a fight.
Even when you get blasted off to outer space. Ready, man?
Yeah!
Let's go. Go for launch. Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
This one's done?
Oh, I'm taking fire. I'm taking fire.
Yeah. Go. Woo! Dude. That one went so high.
Your ways are higher than all my ways. And your plans are wiser than all my plans. Yeah. And your love is moving me every day. So I trust even when I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Every step I take and every move I make, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow you, follow every day. Yeah. And every single moment, every single day, I will follow, follow, follow. Follow every day. Oh, yeah. Your eyes, they see farther than mine.